Hello and welcome. In this short video, I'm going to walk you through how to create a concept map in the CMAP cloud. I've already logged into my CMAP cloud account, so I'm going to say start building your CMAPs. I'm going to click it, and now it's going to bring me into CMAP tools in the cloud. This is the online version. There is a version for Windows and Linux and Mac. It's more powerful, but in this video, we're just going to introduce you to the CMAP in the cloud. What comes up when I do this is my CMAPers tab here. This is where I can find people that have requested to be friends with me, fellow CMAPers, which you guys have done already. And you can see a directory here of some of my concept maps. And I'm going to start a new concept map. So I'm going to come over here and press New CMAP. CMAP is just a short word for concept map. So I press it. It now clears that screen. Notice it brings up CMAP 1 tab here with a clear blank window. I'm going to come over. I'm going to change properties here because we're going to give this a name. Okay. And now this concept map is about me. So I'm going to say James, we'll say about James Gorman. And now I have a focus question. The focus question for this one is, who am I? Or you could do, who is James Gorman? Either way, you could put in keywords here if this was a if you wanted to be really searchable later on, you could put in keywords here. The language, we're all working in English. It assumes that. The author, it automatically filled in my name, Mr. Gorman, my organization. You do not have to keep that. You can delete them, your email. That information's all loaded. I'm just going to leave it there. And I'm going to press OK. Now we see up here, the name changed up here to About James Gorman. I'm going to start building my concept map. So my top concept, right, the person I'm dealing with here is myself, James Gorman. When I think about myself, you know me mainly as a teacher. So I'm going to say I have a profession. So James Gorman has a profession. And that profession is educator. Profession as, I can say as an, right? Educator. Notice these blocks here read as a true statement. We call it a proposition. Okay? And so James Gorman has a profession. Profession as an educator. And so now I can continue to elaborate. Notice as I elaborate or get more specific, I'm going further down in my tree. So the most general concepts are usually at the top. The more specific ones are at the bottom. Anything in a bubble is a concept. Anything linking those two together is called a linking phrase. It gives some meaning between the relationship, right? This is where it differs from a mind map. Mind map, I'm just connecting the concepts, the relationships fuzzy or not specified. Here, I'm making the relationship as specific as possible. So, educator, what do I teach? Well, I teach chemistry. I teach engineering. And I also teach physics. So an educator of, I'll make that specific. And I teach, right, at a school. We'll say Nipmuc Regional High School. And that's where I currently So I'm an educator currently at Nipmuc Regional High School, but formerly I was at Northbridge High School. Now to get to that next line, so to make this 2 lines, I just press enter, and it'll automatically make it another line. And I'm going to pick this up because they're kind of close. I'm going to space them out. Notice the line follows it, but the linking phrase does not. It has an anchor point of its own. And so an educator formerly at Northbridge High School. This is okay, but the directionality here isn't specified. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here and select all the connections. Notice when I press it, it selects only the lines. Because I'm going to come over here, the arrowheads, and I'm going to change it so there's now direction to those arrows. So now when I read this, I'm not going to go profession has a James Gorman. I'm always going to go James Gorman has a profession. I follow the arrows. It's a matter of preference. You don't have to do it. Generally, the one higher is the start of the sentence or propositional phrase. But okay, now I want to get a little fancy, right? This is kind of dull. So what else can I do? Well, I can come over here, select the concepts, and I can come up to this bar here, and now I can start changing. I want it to be bold. Sure, we'll make it bold. And then maybe I want them to be red text. And so you can play with the colors. Even the backgrounds over here you can play with. All sorts of things. If I wanted this concept alone, I want it to be a different shape. Maybe I want it to be an oval. So I can change it as an oval. You can play around in here with all different types of things. Another thing you can play around with is this connections. They don't have to be solid lines, right? We can change them so that they are different, right? I could make them all curves, or I could make them as a single point. So when I click on it, now I can move this and kind of make it all wavy. I could do different things with it. Now, one more interesting thing you can do here. I have already loaded up an image of Nipmuc Regional High School. Right? Words are great, but images are nice, right? It illustrates your point. So I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to drag it onto my Nipmuc Regional High School concept here. Now it comes up. It gives me the name of the resource. I can add a description. So I will say this is the Nipmuc Regional High School logo. It's an image, we know that, but I'm going to set it as a background. If I set it as a background image, it's now going to come up as a background image in there. It's large, so you could scale it if you wanted to. Okay, but let's see if I do that again. If I say I didn't want it like that, if I do not select as a background and I just press save, notice down here it makes it an image. It's already attached. That's easy. I click it, it tells me what the image is. And when I click the image, it will bring up the image. Notice it brings it up in a new tab. So any digital content, you can link up to these concept maps, okay, to build a really nice concept map for yourself. I'll get rid of that. And we want to share. We want to find out more about you. So design those concept map for yourself and submit it to your teacher. Thank you and have a great day.